Hello friends, buenos dias, and yatahepen. If this is your first time watching one of my videos, welcome. My name is Oscar and this is Oscar's Thoughts and Reviews. Okay, so as the title says, what are the best cameras to take on a Disney vacation? Let's talk about it. All right. Thanks for sticking around, guys. So let's get right to it. Now, a couple of disclaimers. Guys, number one, I am not sponsored by any of these cameras or these companies or any of its affiliates. I bought every single camera with my wife's money. So there's that. Speaking of which, I guess, you know what? My wife is considered the sponsor of this video. So there's that. Disclaimer number two. Guys, you don't have to buy any of these cameras to have something to record your magical Disney vacation, right? The best camera for any vacation is going to be the camera that you have with you. So if it's your phone, guys, these phones can create some very, very good pictures and videos. The new iPhones, the new Samsungs, they are incredible, right? The only thing about using a phone when I go on vacation is I don't want to be recording the moment and then my phone rings. Yeah, that's kind of the only downside. There's some workarounds to that, but it's just a whole lot of hassle. I would rather prefer have a dedicated camera to the vacation. So, what else? Last thing, Disney parks do have some rules and policies, guys, that we need to be aware of. Now, one is going to be the selfie stick. If you look at some of the comments on some of the other Disney influencers, they're going to say that Disney does not allow selfie sticks. Well, guys, I've been numerous times to the parks and I've never been given a hard time. I have seen people try to take those 9-foot selfie sticks, you know. Yeah, they don't allow those. But as far as these, and I'll take this camera for instance, it does extend, right? It will extend. This is going to be that's it. Maybe 1.5 feet, you know, give or take. So yeah, I use this as a tripod because the legs come out, so I can use it with any of these cameras. So, all right, there's that. Just be aware that Disney does have some rules and policies in place. Don't be that guy to stick your selfie stick and your camera up in the air and blocking people's views, or you know, having it with you, extending it, and then you want to be on a ride and you just steadily want to be talking to it, you know, making the experience not so enjoyable for everybody else. Don't be that guy. All right, moving on. All right, guys, I'm just not even going to play around with it, guys. The number one camera that you can buy. That said, I will have each of these cameras linked in the description below. The channel may or may not make a small commission, but it's going to be of no added cost to you. So just keep that in mind. The number one camera, guys, that you can take on your Disney vacation, hands down, is going to be the Insta360 Luna Ultra. I'm not going to go into deep dives on any of these cameras. I'm just going to say that this is a 3-axis gimbal camera. And as you can see, it's got a little screen there that you can watch what you're doing. Yeah, another little cool thing is, look at this. See if I can get my hand out. So the screen detaches. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And on top of that, there's a little microphone in there. You can see it. So this is a detachable screen that you can control the gimbal, and it's also a microphone. So that's pretty cool. I think that is ingenious. The camera produces some really, really, really high quality videos and pictures. It has a 1-inch sensor. I would say about the only cons to this, you just got to keep that in mind, is that it's not waterproof. So if it starts raining or you want to take it to Typhoon Lagoon, probably not the best idea. What else? It is a little bit finicky. It's a delicate, so you can't just be throwing it in your backpack and not putting it in its cover. You got to have this cover with it pretty much everywhere you go. All right, that is the #1 camera, guys. Low light video with it is exceptional. It's going to be the best of any of these cameras. So yeah, and at the end of this video, I will have a comparison nighttime shots that I will do with all of these cameras, and you're going to see exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, so there's #1. We'll move this out of the way. Now, #2, if it's in the daytime, I like the Insta360 X5. Daytime, right? Nighttime, it's pretty good. But that Luna Ultra camera I just showed you kind of ruined it for all these other cameras in the low light at nighttime. So, but it's a very capable camera. It's just not as good as the Luna Ultra, but it's still extremely capable. It produces, I have this little cover, which you're going to want to get. It produces 8K video, which, okay, we can argue about that. It's debatable. 4K on this side, 4K on this side, 4 + 4 is 8. There you go. But yeah, have you ever seen on like Facebook or social media, guys, when somebody posts a picture and you can take your finger and you can swipe on your screen and it goes all the way around the area that they took a picture of? That's this camera. That's what that can do. It's super wide. I would say compared to the Luna Ultra that I just showed you, these next 3 cameras are just wide. So if your main thing is going to be just vlogging, this is probably a very good camera to consider. So yeah, this also extends, and that's it. That's as far as it extends. That's really all you need with a 360 camera. But it also takes regular video with just one camera. It doesn't have to be a whole 360 view. Okay, this is going to always be in my bag. This is #2 camera. Put that aside. All right, numbers 3 and 4. These you can go either way with it. This is the DJI Action 6. It has some very, very good qualities. I truly like this camera. And, you know, while we're on the subject of DJI, some people are going to say, why don't you have the Pocket 3 in there? Why don't you have the Pocket 4? You know, blah, 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 blah. Well, here in the United States, DJI is what's called, they are on what's called a ban list, a covered list. So the DJI products and cameras cannot be sold. Now, you can get them on eBay, have them shipped to you from Korea or wherever else, but you won't be able to get any kind of support for them. So if you break them, if something happens, there's no warranty, you can't get it. There's workarounds to that, but it's just a big hassle. So until that's figured out, I'm going to just kind of slowly kind of back away from DJI a little bit. That's just me, guys. That's just me. But I love the DJI cameras. My fight is not with DJI. I'm going to let the United States government and DJI hash it out, and hopefully they can come to an agreement, and we can be able to purchase these products again, as well as their drones. They have outstanding drones, which I own multiple drones of DJI. So anyway, yeah, this camera is an 8K camera also, and it takes exceptional video. It's also super wide. It's indestructible. You can take it in water. It's waterproof. I mean, it's a great camera. So I got no problems taking that. Now, the other one is its counterpart, which is going to be the Insta360 Ace Pro 2. What are the differences between the two? There's very, very little. I think the Ace Pro 2 is better in nighttime settings. That's why I like it. And the other big difference is this has a screen here in the front. You can see yourself, and it has one in the back. So that's all you got to do to see either side. So if I have it pointed at me, no problem. I can see myself in the screen, and I can tell you where I'm at and frame my shot. Or I can just turn it around and point it at somebody, and I can still see the screen in the back. This one on the Ace Pro 2 it has a flip screen. Now, some people frown upon it because now if I want to point it at somebody but now I can't see. I can't see what I'm filming because the screen is facing them. So now I have to manipulate the screen and point it down. But then if I point it back towards me, now I have to manipulate the screen again. And, you know, I'm always having to do this, always having to do this. So just kind of depending on where I'm going. Is it a deal breaker? No. This camera is exceptional in low light. I'm going to argue that this Ace Pro 2 is going to be the closest in low light to the Luna Pro. Again, comparison videos are at the end of this video, so stick around. Yeah, so there's those. You know what? I didn't go over pricing. So the X5, well, the Luna Ultra, which is going to be the #1 camera, they price that, just the camera alone, is going to be somewhere around $769. Again, I'll link everything down in the description. The DJI camera, the X5, and the Ace Pro 2, they're all going to be running between $350 and $550, so give or take. Right now, there is Amazon Prime Days going on. You can find some exceptional deals on these cameras. So please look at the link. Okay, last camera on the list before we get to the low light comparison videos. Guys, you got to have this. You got to have it. And it's such a great price. The Ray-Ban Meta glasses. Now, mine are prescription glasses, so I can use them. But you don't have to get them prescription. You can just get them without a prescription and get the dark lens like sunglasses or transition lenses they'll darken up in the sunlight and they'll go clear indoors. But these glasses, especially on some of the, like we talked about before, on some of the rides at Disney, as you can see them, little cameras here. I can't tell which side they're on, but they're on there. So some of the rides at Disney and some of the other parks as well, when you get on some of the higher intensity rides like roller coasters, let's say the Velocicoaster, what is the other one at Epic Park? Epic, just, you're not going to be able to, guys. You're not going to be able to take one of these and hold it in your hand when you're on the rides. They're just not going to let you. Disney will, most rides. There's a few that will not, like Tron. I think Tron is probably the only one. I don't know that you would want to have it in your hand at Magic Mountain or Space Mountain, I mean, maybe even Guardians. You may want to think about it, you know. So that's where these come into play. You can have these. Stardust Racers at Epic. Guys, you're not going to be able to carry any of these cameras. You're going to have to put everything away in a locker. You go through metal detectors. It's not going to happen. That's where these come in. Super, super good quality. The sound, the recordings, the audio is just exceptional. So yeah, these will run you about, let's just say $350 to $400. They did come out with some less expensive glasses that, but they don't have the Ray-Ban, as you can see there. The new ones will not have the Ray-Ban backing or, the logo on it. They're just going to be from Meta. So they're a little bit cheaper, but I think $299 is the last price I saw. They maybe fluctuate a little bit more, a little bit less. So look into that, but I will post those as well down in the description. So, okay, guys, that is pretty much it. I do have an accessory or two that I just want to run by you before. Now, you get on, let's say, a ride like Tron. Like I said, they will not let you hold a camera in your hand. But you can put one of these on, which is a chest harness. I'm not going to put it all the way on, but you can see I can put it over my head. Then it's just going to sit right there. You put your camera on here, and let's go ride. So there's this one. The other accessory that I like to take with me is from Insta360, and it is not only, and this one does not extend. So it is just a battery bank with a remote control. So this, you can plug it in right here, plug it into your camera, and now you've got all day battery, and plus you got something to hold right there. It does have a 1/4 20 mount there that you can put a tripod stand or something like that. But this one, look at that, it has its own little tripod feet, so I can just set it down and it's going to stay. I really like this. It gives you all day battery, and yeah, about $66. I will link this one as well. There it is, guys. All right, if you have any questions, put them in the comments, and I will try to answer them as best as I can. I'm sorry, I try to keep this to 10 minutes. Boy, this time just flies. So now I'm going to show you the low light comparison videos of these cameras. Let me know in the comments what you think. All right, guys. Hey, until the next time, I appreciate you guys sticking around. If you don't mind, click on that like and subscribe button, and we'll continue to put out this kind of content. All right. You guys be good. Have a great week, and we'll see you on the next one. All right, friends. So first things first, this is a low light comparison test between our cameras, which is going to be the DJI Action 6, the Insta360 Ace Pro 2, the Insta360 X5, and the brand new Insta360 Luna Ultra. So first off, what you're watching here is going to be on the DJI Action 6. You guys know I love this camera. Every single camera that I have that you're going to see right now in this low light comparison is going to be in the low light settings, whether it's pure video or on the night shots here on the DJI. But as you can see, we are at my trailer, and I just have this light on right here that you can see here, just the outside light, and that's pretty much it. All right, now I got this street light up here, and you got some lights from the houses, but that is pretty much it, guys. This is the low light feature on the DJI Action 6. What do you think? All right, let's get the Ace Pro 2 going. All right, friends, so now we are on the low light feature with the Ace Pro 2 from Insta360. Again, I'm in just the same location here with my trailer, and you got some lights up here, the same lights that I had on before with the DJI Action 6. What do you think about the Ace Pro 2? All right, let's move on to the X5. All right, friends, so now we are here, pure video mode on the Insta360 X5. Same location, same exterior lighting. Can you tell the difference in the low light configuration? I love this X5 camera. All right, let's move on to the final camera, which is going to be the Insta360 Luna Ultra. All right, friends, so now this is the Insta360 Luna Ultra. Guys, I don't even think I need to continue on. This is in the pure video mode with the new Luna Ultra. Look at that. Look at the moon behind me. This camera is incredible. I'm going to go on a limb here and say this is probably our winner. So I am in the same location. Again, it is like, other than this light here, guys, than my outside lights on the trailer, it's pretty much pitch black. And look how much light this 1-inch sensor just draws in. This camera is just incredible. I'm going to go on a limb here and say that probably a second camera is going to be in my future. Probably the white one. All right. So there it is, guys. Let me know what you think of the low light feature. You know, one little thing I would like to do is turn off that light here and just see what it looks like. So let me do that. Give me 1 second. Okay, now as you can see, this light up here on my trailer is off. All I have is basically this street light right here. And that's pretty much it. That's going to be the closest light to me. Look at this picture, guys. Can you guys believe this? Look at the moon back there. I am in, I I guess you would say central Arkansas. I'm just south of Little Rock right now. It is like ridiculously humid out here, but still feels good. Yeah, look at this. Guys, this is the camera to get. So there you go, guys. This is going to be my #1 camera to take to Disney. I cannot believe that shot. Look at that. All right, guys, there you go. You've seen it for yourself. Let me know in the comments what you think.